Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. Now, we will not be talking about millionaires crying in their mansions about makeup and shit over drama they caused for themselves and being... We're not talking about that today, okay? Today, we're gonna be talking about an Instagram account or a series of accounts that are very troubling to me. It's a bit of a mess, so I'm gonna try to explain this in the most concise way possible. So a few days ago, I got quite a few DMs from different people being like, hey, this account is really fucked up. And that account was called Juzo is God. So I'll put a screenshot here. They've now been removed. The reason they've been removed is because at the time they sent me the account, it was still there, so I clicked on it, and boy, do I wish I didn't, because most of the content there was extremely disturbing. It was centered on animal abuse, more specifically dogs, and I'm talking about like dogs getting their bones broken, dogs being like heavily abused, and I have a pretty strong stomach in terms of gore and things like that, but even I felt nauseated seeing that. It was disgusting, and understandably, that account got taken down, thank God. But then there was another account that was connected to Juzo is God, whether it's the same person or their friends or who knows, was this other account, necrophilic. And the reason that necrophilic is important is because necrophilic is the leader of a supposed Instagram cult. I know, sounds crazy. So necrophilic, their page got taken down as well. I mean, I think that handle alone should have turned on the alarm bells at Instagram headquarters. Someone that has a handle that refers to necrophilia might be posting some weird fucked up shit. Like I said, he's the necrophilic and another person are the leaders of a supposed cult that's called Cult of Fuhrer. Quick note, in the screenshots that I'm going to show you, you're going to see some things are pixelated. So the reason I brought up necrophilic is because that account has been deleted. There are other accounts that are associated with this cult that are still active, and I pixelated their names out. Firstly, because on their profiles, I didn't see any animal abuse, so I don't want them to get harassed because they were connected to someone who was posting that. And second of all, I don't know their age, so if they're minors, I don't want them to be involved. So the only person I left in is necrophilic because that account is now dead. So what I'm saying is, don't harass anyone, because as far as we know, the person who was Juzo is God / Juzo is dead is the only one who was posting animal abuse, and necrophilic was the connection with Juzo to this cult. So everyone else, they should be untouched. No harassment sending to anyone, okay? I don't know if they meant Fuhrer in the literal dictionary definition, which is an outbreak of public anger or excitement, or if they used that term because Fuhrer, if you just say it like that, might remind you of Hitler. Who knows? I'm assuming it's the former, but cults are not really known to be moral, so who knows what the belief set is. So I wanted to understand what this cult really is, because it's obviously connected to Juzo is dead, or that account where animal abuse was being paraded and enjoyed by the poster and potentially some of the people looking at the account. So I wanted to understand if animal abuse was part of the cult. When you go to the Cult of Fuhrer page, it says, welcome to Cult of Fuhrer, and then it says the leaders, the key holders, and then DM us to join. So they have a few highlights. One of them is called how to join. So if you look there, it says, step 1, message a key holder or leader if you know who the leaders are and tell them that you want to join. Step 2, answer any question you might be asked when joining honestly. Step 3, tag our account in your biography. Now that you're in, you can request to join GC1, GC2, or GC3. You might not always be assigned the group chat you requested. To increase the chance of your request being approved, you should give us a reason to approve it. If you really want to stay in the cult, you have to have us tagged in your biography. We will check. If you don't request a group chat yourself, you'll be assigned one that we choose for you. Putting us on your story again after your first story is removed increases dedication. Also, please tell us if you decide to put us on your stories several times. send proof of it. To make it easier for us to register you and to speed up the process, it'd be nice if you messaged us the information we need in the format that I'm going to show you in the next story. And then this is actually posted on their page. Your full real name, the preferred group chat, birthday, Discord, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat. You don't need to have everything, but if you do, it'd be nice if you told us. You may put other platforms that aren't listed here. One thing that to me is very suspicious here, and I think it's probably a choice, it's not just a coincidence, is that there's no belief set being explained here. Most of the time when you join a cult, you have to be sold on what the belief set is, right? You don't just join a cult and then, you know, raise your hand at your first meeting and be like, okay, what the fuck do we believe in? Usually you get there with a pretty specific idea of what the cult's quote-unquote values are. Much like a religion, you don't sign up for a religion when you don't know what the religion entails. So I feel like it being left out is probably maybe avoid being banned, because the Juzo accounts got banned. There was more than one. The only one I can really recall is Juzo is God, but there were other ones as well. So they only have 2 posts on the page, and one of them, like I said, was already shown in the story highlights. But the other post says, Key 1, Cult of Fuhrer. Now, I remember on the Juzo is Dead page before it got deleted, I'm pretty sure there was a picture of someone self-harming the symbol of the first key of the Cult of Fuhrer, which is why all of this is so alarming. And it says, welcome to our first key. We are going to post these for the benefits of dumbers. Topic today is our cult. People keep asking what it's about, so here's your answer. Devoting your lives to Mortis and Geo, you will understand the real world. Recreation thing of trash cult, same leader. Literally taking over the world. Well, definitely not literally, but anyway. And then it says, how do you become a dedicated member? And we kind of have already gone over that. This page has 574 followers. You know something's wrong when this post has 333 comments. Now, a lot of it is spam. So most people in the comments came from the Juzo is God page where there was all the dog abuse, and here someone even commented, Juzo is God is in this cult and they promote torturing dogs and other animals. And then there are people even in the comment sections being like, I don't know what your cult is even about. There are a lot of people tagging the FBI, and on their other post, which is again from the story telling you how to join and submit your application, I guess, to be part of the cult, people are trying to get this page taken down as well, which is exactly why I think it stayed so vague. And most comments here are tagging the ASPCA, PETA, Instagram, and then the FBI. A lot of people tagging the FBI. An aspect I actually hadn't noticed was also that they have an outfit for their cult, so I guess you could call it a uniform. And it says Cult of Fuhrer outfit reference, and then there's cultist, dedicated, helpers, key holders, and leader. A lot of these look essentially the same, except that the key holder has a different type of zip, and the leader has a red armband, which there are a lot of different meanings for red armbands that I've seen online. The fact that Fuhrer might sound like the Nazi Fuhrer and then there's a red armband, that's just my theory. It's just speculation. We have no idea. I just wonder what the significance of the red armband is. And on top of that, it also says hood is only on during rituals, which, considering the animal abuse, I can't help but think that the rituals would have something to do with that, considering that Juzo is God or Juzo is Dead was connected to this cult. Frankly, this cult gives me 2 contrasting feelings. In one way, I find it laughable because it seems like just a bunch of people who just really want to bring attention to themselves. You know how they were saying, post us on your story, post us multiple times, show your dedication. It seems like people who want attention and then who want to be treated like gods. In and of itself, I think, is not a healthy mindset. On the other hand, the dog abuse that we saw connected to an account that was connected to them is concerning, because I almost have a feeling like they're trying to make a community out of people who enjoy seeing animals hurt, and that is extremely alarming. But I can't really tell where the pendulum of reality is really, because in my head it's just swinging from side to side right now, thinking it could be either of these, when in reality it could be neither. But I just don't think it's a coincidence that a cult that wants to get followers doesn't tell their followers what the cult is for. To me, that rings of shady in and of itself. Or maybe it's their way to try to get attention because people like me think it's interesting. So you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan art.